Not that it mattered, because nothing happened on the screen anyway.
Hello and welcome to session 28 of Dreamers of Kiriak, where I gotta get my pen. Or my pencil and my, marker rather. We are joined by the everybody, the Aaron and the Stephanie and the George and the Jordan and the me. And when we last left our party, they had just woken up in Ein's house. And what happened last session? There were...
For Goras, pain.
Pain. Yeah, there was a lot of pain involved, yeah.
I think pain for 9 as well, but he just healed it back. So,
yeah,
that's fine. Goras unscrewed the nozzle on something's face. That was great. That was pretty great.
And it was drizzling fuel everywhere.
I believe it got away.
It did run away, yes. It just kind of dribbled into the shadow altogether.
Ash has spent the entire session as a rat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near the rest of us.
Not helping.
If
Willfully
it weren't
rat.
for me, you'd still be in jail.
No, because I just spaced it out.
Is
One of you would have still been in jail.
is it canon that 9 is the only character who cannot step with a Misty Step? Good grief,
I can't
words.
misty step.
Can't you do some kind of step?
I can rat step.
There we go.
Is that just not on the druid list, or did you just not take it? I feel like that should be on the druid list, and it's not.
I would
don't
think so.
I thought all of us could step except one.
That might have just been my bad assumption.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I don't
mean,
think Duncan can either.
Beast, like, Blood Shape is kind of a similar feature, anyways.
If you move fast enough, you'll just phase through all matter. So, like, if you're not fast enough to access the feat, that's kind of your problem. You gotta, as we just established, start as, like, you know, a halfling and take a feat.
Right.
Of course, we did get all our gear back,
You got all your gear back.
and somehow ended up at Nine's house.
In his dad's closet. And there were lots of charred silhouettes of people in the mansion. There were no people to be found in the mansion who were alive except for the all of you. Which was, you know, great. Ashit tried to open a window but was too feeble. Tried to squeeze through a door but was too fat. Then did squeeze through the door. Yeah, the absolute details of where you guys left off, where you're just getting your equipment back, I can't remember the exact point where we broke.
I don't remember if it was all of our equipment or some of it.
It was all of it, and I was disappointed the kitchen was empty.
Yeah, anything that would have been like a perishable ingredient in your equipment would have been like rotted. That was the
Yes.
only differentiating factor.
I may have forgotten to mark that. Thank you. I don't know if there would have been much.
Your oil is perfectly fine.
Rations, I assume? No?
The rations would be moldy and evilly probably at this point.
Delete.
No, my jerky.
Jerky should be fine.
That's what rations are.
You can nibble the jerky, but it unfortunately does not provide. You know what? You can remove half your rations, assuming that the other half of them would be jerky.
They were very jerky heavy rations.
Rations. There we go. Add those back. But only half.
Are you still in Nine's dad's bedroom?
Why did you do that?
Because I had no choice.
Yes,
My
you
brain
did.
decided that that's how words are from now on for the next until the end of the sentence.
I don't know, did we go down to the kitchen with Nine?
I think 9 just kind of took off because
Yeah.
he knows the place and
And
kind of
just
left
left
us to
us.
figure it out. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So you guys are in
Druids
his bedroom
don't
except
get
for
Misty
his.
Step.
Druids do not get Misty Step. Interesting.
I knew something.
That's
I've discovered a new
You don't
hobby
have
rule.
it as a racial thing?
that is very strange.
No.
Is like there's got to at least be a circle that gives it to them.
Dwarves can just do
Land
it.
druid.
Oh, that's right, you're
Ah, the
you're on
lambs.
this one.
Land, not lamb. What
On
the
the
Lamb druid.
the lands,
You can only launch into sheep.
you become a greater quantity of swarm of lamb as you level up.
Excellent. I play it.
Are you going to summon 8 lambs now?
Probably.
You can cast summon woodland creatures at will, but they're always lambs.
1 lamb per hit point.
What
Kill
hit
lambs
points
to
per
regain
lane?
hit points.
Exactly.
Goodberry just becomes Rock of Lamb.
I wonder what they will do with my orphans.
No, no.
They're
They're
just
still
stolen
back
your
at the
kids.
casino.
Still back at the casino.
All your spell slots are also lambs.
Oof.
You have to carry them.
Your orphans are indeed not here.
Entangle, throw a lamb, it turns into vines.
That's what,
A
it's
lamb
like an
is-
artificer, but... Anyways.
Yeah. But I can see that working in this campaign.
Don't give me ideas.
That's my backup character now.
What class are you building that out of, George?
I'll figure it out.
Just be very careful with your prestige races so that you can become a lampire. So, did you short rest at the end of last session? I can't remember. You just kind of were there.
So,
Then, what do you do now?
What the hell did you fuck
It's
up?
over there.
Why did
what?
There's a die at your left foot.
Oh, I see it.
I don't know how to do that.
It rolled like dice tend to. They're actually designed, I think, to roll several times when you throw them across the surface. That's if they didn't do that, they'd be really bad at their job.
That was the
You mean
smartest
like
shit you
I'm
ever
sorry.
said.
Don't do anything.
I mean, yeah, there is the D4, which is kind of...
It was the
Yeah.
tone.
It plugs.
You sounded like you were being genuinely informative.
Yeah, Goris is still pretty hurt, so...
Yeah.
I feel a little better after that spell, but I can really use a bit of time to maybe wrap some of these burns up with bandages or something. I don't know. You know, doctor, things exhaustion. What do I do? Do I put mushrooms on that? Do you have any mushrooms for that?
Eat a mushroom.
Eat a mushroom.
That always helps me.
It never
I don't
helps.
have any mushrooms. My
Give him a
rations are-
mushroom.
You
I
wash
grew
your
it
hands to a
myself.
mushroom.
Oh, great. Thank you. I eat it. I trust Asha.
Okay.
Why?
What kind of what kind of mushroom did you give him?
6 intelligence.
The only kind of
The
mushroom she
same
made.
kind of mushroom that made the stew?
Oh,
Which
Lord.
stew?
The one that killed 2 orphans.
Great.
No.
So Goras has
No.
eaten this one before, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Goras has
the one
already
that
had
made
that
him go
stew.
insane.
So, Goras has been building up a tolerance as the spores grow on the inside of his skull.
Perfect.
Okay.
He will no longer suffer the deleterious effects of these, so it's just tasty.
I do feel no better at all. But that was delicious.
It's literally all I can do for you.
I don't think I have anything at all.
Well, how dead are you?
Should I just sleep it off? That usually works, right? Just take a nap.
The only
This-
damage
this-
I took was from getting slapped by the lizard.
Maybe if I take out my moldy rations and kind of squidge them off a nice pillow. To
Oh yeah, I have all my
Indeed.
spell slots.
There's a luxurious bed that you're sitting on as we speak.
Not even mentioned. Just no.
I mean, yeah, we were asleep for weeks or something.
Alright.
Please help. It hurts.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking.
I give him 10 good berries.
Good grief.
Why?
He's gonna die.
Can you
He's gonna
overdose on
die.
good berries?
It's gonna be like drinking gasoline. You just
Like 20,000 calories. to
Sometimes you just want to
find
see what happens.
10 good berries. Well, I'll increase my hit points by 10.
I was led to believe your species survived on berries. How did you get so fat? Yeah, well, you good berry. Congratulations. It's a good druid spell. Very happy that you're
I used
using it.
I
Thank you.
Goris
You
is
told me
covered
I
in
should feed
burns.
orphans with good berries.
I did,
I have
yes.
fed an orphan with
That's
good
true.
berries.
Goris is covered in burns, so I think he'll eat one good berry because he's hungry.
Yeah.
And then he'll just start like mushing good berries across the
Okay.
burns, and then
They provide a
Burns.
cooling and then numbing sensation.
perfect. So now I'm back up to half hit points.
Lovely.
I think Ryan's over there picking mites out of his scales.
What are you
Poor
doing to
creature.
that cat?
I don't know.
He's got like a little giant skin tag thing on his side and also on his head.
Probably shouldn't mess with it.
If I will be moderately disappointed if he starts bleeding everywhere because he picked his skin tag off. However, I don't know how easy that is to do.
Well, he's purring. So
He does
I'm
seem to enjoy it.
It's like a couple of monkeys.
What do the others of you do? Well, Goras is performing first self-aid. It's like a tube of toothpaste.
Well, I've done my good deed for the day.
Yes.
Look at you doing something good. You turned over a new leaf.
Mushrooms, actually.
Yes.
You need to convert your good berries to good mushrooms.
You can do that if you want.
Good shrooms.
Mushrooms.
I don't suppose it would be proper to rob Nine's house.
Why?
9 already
This
robbed
is
9's
my
house.
Yes.
I think I
Well,
missed that part.
this is where Nine
was
grew up
unconscious.
anyway. Although everybody seems to be scorched into the wall. I don't think they'd care.
People have also been scorched into the floors, if that makes any difference. One
Where
guy on
was
the
he?
ceiling, it was pretty impressive.
Must have been a hell of a party.
They should have just slapped it.
Nah, do you think any of these are your family?
I don't care.
Are
Do
you
any
in
of
the
them
same
have a
room?
tail?
Probably. I probably came back when I.
Okay.
Do any of the scorch marks have a tail?
They do not.
I don't have a tail.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I've written on it.
No, you haven't.
You
Yeah.
had to have special armor made for the tail. How do you not have a tail
He's just
now?
sitting there swishing his tail. I don't have a tail.
I don't have a tail, talks about his leg.
The biology textbook he was taught from was about humans, and it never mentioned tails, so he's not aware of what you're actually talking about. So. No, he's talking.
You.
No, I don't think Solaire's going to rob.
So Nine's not with us, right? I mean,
He's back in the room. I will
Apparently
leave
back
it
now.
Okay, came back. Cool.
now that there's no food. I mean, there was no food, and so he's here also. But that was because of that.
But plenty of alcohol.
So
Well, age.
so 9.
What?
You this is your place, right? Why did you or your family imprison us? Lock us up. That makes sense. Why is it your place?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I don't either. So
For that matter, they locked us up with him.
I don't live here anymore.
Were you grounded, 9? Were we all just grounded with you?
You know, you say you don't live
Strict
here,
parents.
but you did wake up in a room in your house. Sounds
We
like
all
living
live
here. to me.
here.
Yeah, it seems like we were all asleep here for quite a while.
Where is here, Nine? In relation to where we were.
That's
a good question.
pretty close to the coastal town there. Let's see. There we go.
Do you want to check out this hole in your cat?
Why did you put a hole in the cat?
There's a hole in the cat.
There was something stuffed into a hole in the cat.
That's not ideal. He must have had a very ingrown hair.
I thought it might be a tick. But it left behind this spectacular hole.
One moment. 'Cause-
The cat's been purring this whole time.
Goodness.
Did you pull a botfly out of the
Well,
cat
thank
I
you
don't know,
for
it was black.
thank you for healing my cat.
by putting a hole in him?
Lay on hands.
It was something black and I had to scrape at it to get a hold of it and pull it out.
Yeah,
Well,
I
where is it?
bet it was in.
I don't know, it just
Okay.
rolled into the couch.
Oh, lovely.
It was just like,
You can rub your hands on that if you wish.
it was just a black spot. I didn't expect it to leave a hole.
Yeah.
But cat is purring, so.
Thank you.
Is he leaking?
No, it's a dry hole.
I know there's a shape there someplace.
Remind me to never let you near my cat.
You just made the cat better.
I just rolled medicine on the cat. What do you?
So it was around here-ish.
And we're all the way back there again.
I don't know exactly which hex your estate would have been, but it was pretty near that coastal town that everybody went to.
God damn it. We could have gone back to that place.
Damn it, 9. Why did you bring us here?
I think it's where the Acolyte is where the town was.
9 was separated from us for a bit. Were you moving our bodies while we were exploring the town, 9?
You're too stupid.
I beg your
I don't know what your excuse is, and you're just being a shit. Can we just call the guy in charge of us already and find out who we're supposed to murder next?
Just do what now? We're supposed to murder someone next?
We already killed someone, didn't we?
Yeah. Tell the guy
But does
that
that
told us
count
to
if we
do
were
it.
asleep?
I think we had to be asleep
He is dead.
to murder that
Well,
guy.
yes, but when we kill people there, they just...
No,
Go
the one we
back.
killed
Not that
with
guy.
gun.
That guy we need to kill there. I think.
He brought his body in.
He
so
was
he's
dead.
You
Oh,
were
okay.
you were previously told that he brought his body into the dream, which meant that he was way more powerful, but if you killed him there, he would die in real life.
So he's dead.
So why are we at your house?
Why do you keep asking me that?
Did you dream for us to
Because
be
you
at your
have
house?
answers.
We don't know how to get here, so clearly you brought us.
I don't see any other explanation.
Yeah.
I just leave the whole building.
Okay, so you
We
walk
follow
up.
him assuming he's leading us out.
Yeah, he's leading us
Okay, so 9 leads the party through the front door. There is a very butler-shaped, like, scorch mark on the
Is
wall.
it like, yeah,
The next campaign, you can skip all the fluff and just call it Butlers and Orphans.
That'd be a whole new RPG.
You open the front door, and you see, like, a whole army just kind of camped out your front door. Well, like, the remains of an army. You see a lot of dead monster hunters in that they're wearing, like, capes and stuff that have the Monster Hunter insignia on them. They're just kind of lying everywhere. They look very charred and or
Were
very
you ever
bloody.
given a key? I wasn't given a key.
I made it into the scarf.
Oh.
You see Gores's captain is standing with some monster hunters around him, just kind of staring at the front door. He looks very surprised to see you.
Hi.
Hello.
I try to call Horace.
Horse is not nearby. Does you have to do a like resummon spell thing, or does Horse just appear from the ether?
Nah, I have to resummon.
Okay, he is halfway across the continent.
Whatever magical douchebag whisked us here couldn't bring my horse.
Apparently not. What a jerk.
That is just animal cruelty.
On both ends.
Isn't he a spirit?
Yep.
Okay.
I just sit down on like the stoop and start resummoning horse.
Understandable.
I think while he's doing that, Slayer's going to look for the most clean, whole cape. He didn't get one.
You can find a pretty clean cape. It looks like somebody was. It looks like their face was peeled off and then their skull was pulled out of their head.
That's it.
And the rest of the cape is perfectly fine.
They don't need those parts.
No.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. It probably didn't feel
There's
very
probably
good.
a lot of cool weapons laying around if you want something.
I can hardly use any weapons.
Well, then maybe don't complain you don't have any weapons next
I
time.
didn't. Shut up.
Doris's
Come on,
captain
horse.
looks pretty much the same as you last saw him, but he has a goatee and a mustache now. A tiny little mustache.
Tiny little mustache. Okay.
Garth by this point is jumping up and down, waving his hands.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Yes, hello, Goras. We were not expecting to see you come out that front door.
Neither were we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last we knew, the Nevermore managed to send one of their assassins through the wards we put up. We've been trying to keep, everybody in that house safe for the last couple months, and we've been doing a pretty good job of it.
No, you
Waiting
didn't.
for you to
There
wake
were a
up.
lot of dead people.
In the house.
Yes.
There's nobody alive
Well,
in the house.
well, yes. Like I just said, they managed to send one of their assassins through, and we were just trying to figure out what to do next.
That thing I slapped like 40 times and it barely hurt me, wiped out half your army and everyone here.
No, there were many, many others. That was one of their assassins. You see, it's designed for stealth. They built it for that sole purpose, to be able to, slip through the wards. We would have just hit it repeatedly until it was destroyed from this plane of existence. If that little pitiful thing tried to attack. But yes, they have quite a lot of actual threats that they've been throwing against us. They have a lot of slots too. They've somehow figured out a way to pay the slots to do stuff for them. It's all been not a very nice time the last few
The
months.
slots did things for you.
Usually, if you ask nicely,
No.
or play a game with them.
What was your experience before waking up?
Which one?
Why
I'm
were
afraid I
we-
can't give you any more
I went
information.
on a very enthusiastic walk.
Why were we here and in jail?
No, you weren't in jail. You were. I mean, I don't know. So, it's a bit of a long story. Quite a lot of things have happened. When the spell general, when we assumed he died, because his little sycophants their heads all exploded, which is, we assume that was probably the most likely cause. We became aware of the fact that the sage was sort of keeping a whole monstrosity sort of thing chained up within himself, and he was using the spell general to leech off of this just tremendous amount of power leaking out of him at all times. And with that, tap no longer attached to him, he kind of went insane and exploded into a monstrosity that killed quite a lot of people, and he still is. We're nowhere close to solving that problem.
Well,
And that was a few months ago.
a few months ago.
You were just all kind of unconscious on a roof.
Oh, that's weird.
And
That was definitely a city. Pretty sure.
we tried quite a lot of things to wake you up, and none of it worked. And so, Sir Dix said, that's my son there. Sorry.
There we ask for his first name.
I have a...
Could he be like Lord Dix?
Probably 8. It's just each generation have a number. So that's the way it works.
Baron von Chafed Deep.
He went
Not
on about
Esquire, that was
He
his
went
dad.
on about the tremendous prestige and might of the Dick dynasty.
He's just I'm Dick Senior. Is that what he is?
And he said that he would keep you all safe and very well cared for, as we were fairly certain by that point there were probably some sort of never-born assassins coming to murder you, as they kept coming through and trying to murder you. And we stopped them from doing that, so you should be thankful.
I don't feel very well. I feel kind of half murdered, but I didn't succeed. So yes, all's well done as well.
I suppose so. We teleported to his estate, and be quiet. And he took you inside, and that was the last that we saw of you for the past few months.
Well, so we need someone really powerful to contain this monster thing, right?
That's a
Or kill
theory,
it.
yes.
Or kill it.
We really are not sure. We've been busy with a lot of things. He pulls out a little map and a little pointer.
Have you tried a gun?
I don't know what that is.
Have you tried hitting it?
Because, spell general, very powerful and all that, but nine, one shot, no problems, easy, dead. So obviously nine's more powerful.
We also have a bit of a
Deadly.
situation where Wilt's they just kind of decided to attack completely. They apparently found a tunnel through the mountains that we weren't aware of, certainly. They set up base in a little, very well-defended town and they just kind of expanded from there before anybody realized what was happening. And so we've been variously trying to organize military effort against them while also trying to organize military effort, in our own borders. Where was it? So this was the Sage's Canton. So just this entire geographic area is probably moderately inaccessible. This was the capital where the Sage's headquarters was, at least. So we're dealing with, Neverborn and internal issues and a much more mundane invasion from, the east. It's a bit of a muddle right now. The Monster Hunters are not exactly an organization anymore.
No, that's happened in a couple months.
Yes, indeed. So, we call ourselves the Monster Hunters, certainly, because we are the Monster Hunters. But there are also plenty of other people who were Monster Hunters, but they're not anymore because they wouldn't listen, to me and just do what I told them to. And because if they'd done that, we could have just gotten this all sorted out, but that didn't happen, no.
Are you the one that told us to kill the guy that was siphoning the stupid thing instead of just the guy?
Yeah, we didn't know that that's what he was doing at the time.
Yeah, but why were we even after that one and not the main guy?
Because if you had gone after the main guy, you probably would be bits of jelly inside his brain right now that he was dissolving slowly with his immense psychic powers. Because he's one of the almost omnipotent saints who, is an actual god that we've been trying to slowly subvert by taking out his supporting actors. And do you remember absolutely none of what I previously told you? That's okay. It's not.
You're full of shit.
It's not an issue. It is actually a gigantic issue, but it's not one that I can deal with right now.
I don't
We
think
just
he
need to
needs
kill it, right? I mean,
any of his subordinates.
We just need to go back and get the gun.
I think so, yeah.
You literally made him more powerful. I'm immune.
We didn't make it more powerful. That's a way you could look at it.
You just stabilized the entire
We should
region.
just make them stew.
I did that. I'm not the one who's been tampering with divine powers and orphans. I've heard about the orphans.
That's all that one.
Okay.
What?
And you are the one that's been tampering with god powers by constantly trying to subvert them.
Yes, we don't want the world to end.
You know what I was doing before you showed up?
I could say several obscene things, and I will not because I'm polite and a classy gentleman.
I was killing people for money.
That was fourth on my list.
Well, that's weird, because that's what you do.
I don't kill people for money, I kill people for the greater good. And I command others to kill people for the greater good. Now are you going to kill people for the greater good?
Everything you've done
Please.
is for the greater bad.
Is there money in it too?
But money doesn't mean much at the moment.
But we're monster hunters. We get paid.
Yes, Goras, you can have lots of money. I'll give you
there's
lots of money.
No more office to go file the paperwork at.
The office workers have all been turned into various animals. So they probably have eaten the records.
Any ostriches by any chance?
Not specifically that I'm aware of, but probably.
So the main defensive body in the entire country fell apart.
Yes.
All of its business infrastructure fell apart, and money doesn't mean anything anymore.
In an individual city, I suppose it means something, but if you're like, hey, I want to buy a house with my vast
All of the businessmen
bankroll,
and
they're
clerks
like,
are just animals.
Yes, that.
So there's nothing left.
But there's lots of people. They grow food. I don't know what more you want from a society.
Can they turn food into bread though? Because we had that trouble before with lots of resources, but nobody could make bread.
I believe that
We have a baker.
I believe that the art of making bread has not been lost, Goras.
Okay, good. We're just
Is that
because we
so soon?
almost lost it, so it's.
Say no.
No, thank you.
Stew?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Oh, is that what that sound was?
Perfect.
It's perfectly safe. Look, he'll try some.
Yeah, of course.
Don't.
I mean, wait, it's
We-
not cool first, right? You gotta.
It's good.
No.
I,
thank
in
you.
one frame of animation, just on a horse. and continue talking like nothing happened.
I'll shape water as soon as it drops upstairs.
Well, he rolled a 1 on his don't be surprised roll.
Listen. It
Oh,
sounds like
oh.
you've got nothing left. Like, especially personally, why don't you just give ownership of everything to the people who are invading and make the monster their problem?
Because I live here.
Not anymore.
I mean, I
No, 9 lives here.
oh yeah, yes, but like
What's left?
I don't think you understand this whole end of the world thing. Like
No, I don't think you understand the end of the world.
I probably understand it better than you do.
Is it really the neighbors from the other country that are going to bring about the end of the world? 'Cause
No, not at all.
they're
Not
fine.
I wouldn't think so.
Just
The
give-
problem is they're the ones who keep just like murdering lot of regular people for no real good reason, as far you know, if you ask me.
It sounds like they'll come in and rebuild an infrastructure you kind of lost.
Yeah,
I
just-
mean, if
if you just like go to their leader and publicly hand them the deed to the entire country and make it their, no one said you had to leave.
Okay, what about this though? We can make this way simpler. We kill the god.
That was my first plan. This
So,
asshole
this
said
part
no.
B, this part B, it's brilliant, alright? But
Oh, yeah, but if
part
he's not
B,
paying us anymore, why do we
First-
care what the hell he says?
First chapter, we kill God. Second chapter, we kill the entire other country. And then those problems go away. Easy.
But we don't work for him anymore.
Well, I'm sure it'll be
He
worth
can't
a lot
pay
of
us.
money.
I mean, I can pay you a lot of gold. It just doesn't really mean much unless you like jewelry, I guess. I have a whole cave full of gold. If you want it, it's yours. I don't want it.
Why do you have a cave full of gold?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, it's ours now.
Where's the cave full of
He
gold?
pulls out a map and he hands it to Ash.
Oh,
There
well,
you go.
that was
Congratulations, Asha.
Well, thank
Well,
you.
consider that payment for our
You can build a
previous
new
efforts.
orphanage for all of the orphans
Yes.
that the other countries create.
Fight a lot of orphans with this.
This war is probably good business
There,
for you.
there are quite a lot
And-
more orphans than there were previously. I
And
think
I have
that
a
they're
kid to keep
considerably cheaper than they
And
used to
look,
be.
there's all these weapons laying around. You could arm an orphan army.
Oh, yes. Have you tried arming the orphans?
No, we have not tried creating child soldiers. Where our standards of morality are dropping pretty rapidly. We're not
You'll get there.
quite at that point.
We
yet.
all get there at some point.
They just don't hit for that much damage, you know.
That's what I
That's
keep telling.
it's a numbers game.
Neither does he, but we still keep him around.
Have you ever tried summoning 8 of something? It works really well.
I've never tried summoning anything.
Well, there's your problem.
I'm not a magical
This is
wizard
why they
man.
fail.
Yes, you are.
No, I hire magical wizard men and they do my bidding.
You've
Very
literally
poorly.
teleported, communicated telepathically, and had a holographic image of yourself projected a mile.
I mean, yes, but that's all magic items. It's not wizardry. It's
Oh,
science.
You could pay us in magic items. Those will still be useful, right?
I mean, yes,
We're
I
way too smart for
didn't I
those.
give you a lot of them already?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I probably have some more. What do you want?
I've got.
Where the hell
I don't
was
know what
he?
that is.
Where was Solaire when magic items were being handed out?
Dolores is just gullible.
I
so
missed
we're-
that day.
You saw him do it. All you have to do is think up a gun, and it appears.
Wait, are we still in a dream? Is this a dream?
What? No, no.
And if you feel like it's.
I
And don't let anybody convince you otherwise. That's how they mess with your head.
Dream. I don't know.
How would we know?
I don't know. I feel like usually you like pinch yourself and you wake up, right?
I already hit him.
Yeah, and that fire hurt a lot.
Well, yeah, but that was before.
And I went to sleep in from the fire and woke up again, and I'm still in the place with you all. Unless you're all still in my dream.
It's not a dream.
Well,
Let's
this
go
could
throw a
be.
bunch of magic grenades at God, who can't hurt me because I'm immune to psychic, and then we'll be fine.
Shift the bandolier sounds good to me.
Unless Captain Jackass has another plan.
Wait a minute, does Captain Jackass have food? Before you thoroughly piss him off.
We do have soup. You can have soup. It's mostly barley. There was a mutton in it a few days ago. We just keep adding more water and barley. There's probably not much mutton left.
Oh my God.
You guys are terrible at your
A
job.
lot of the sheep turned into people as the people turned into animals. We have not been eating the
Have
people
you tried
sheep.
training them to be like bankers and stuff?
We have not. They have the minds of infants essentially, and that they anything more than screaming and defecating and eating is a bit beyond them at the moment.
Feed one
And
to
running.
the rest, and they'll develop a whole hierarchy. We saw it with the ostriches.
I'm not
We
going to
did
do
see
that,
it.
but I thank you for the suggestion.
We did see that.
You asked if I had another plan. I do not. Our plan was wait for you lot to wake up and explain what exactly is going on. And that didn't happen.
We were asleep, so there we go. That's the explanation.
9 is incredibly powerful.
And this strange creature called the gun is involved somehow.
Indeed.
Can you explain that?
And the gun run.
I'll let the gun master himself.
Is this a new force rising in the dream world?
I just turn horse and leave.
Perhaps that creature that he summoned from the beyond is Gun.
It was a lot smaller than that, actually.
So when did we
Very
start dreaming?
loud.
Did all of our casino winnings, were they real?
That's a good question.
I don't know where we started dreaming.
Do I still have my casino tokens?
You still have your casino tokens.
I think that was real.
I think we have to make it all the way back there to cash them in.
Probably. Are casino tokens still good?
At the casino, maybe. You'd have to ask them.
Is the casino still
I
there?
wonder if they're more or.
I have not
less
checked
reputable.
up on the casino since we left it several months ago.
Alright, ask if the casino's still there.
That's cool.
I don't know, you do the thing.
Who was in charge of
I
our
reach
hotel?
out to that one butler we were always dealing with.
He seems to be dead.
Damn it.
That's probably from the drugs.
Probably.
We did. We're just like, here, you can have the rest of the supply. This is fine.
And then none.
Yeah, then none at all. It's true. That was it. I don't know who to ask. Sorry, I don't know.
That was the one guy in the weeks we
Oh wait,
spent
no,
there.
there was that one bouncer when we went in the first time and didn't leave for 2 weeks.
You could also
So there
just
surely
ask
must
your
have been
friends.
somebody, dealing at the table or whatever. God knows we spent enough time there.
You don't
I
have
kind of was
to.
very focused on the dice.
Gosh.
Oh, I still have to cast the spell though.
Yes.
Where's my? There it is.
I'm a ways towards the nearest city.
You are just trudging toward the nearest city, yes. Which is probably the coastal town.
A casual horse trot.
Are we gonna trudge after him?
Is he headed towards God? I didn't.
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea what he's doing.
Are there horses anywhere?
Well, he has the power of guns, so we should probably stick close to him.
But does he? I haven't seen the gun since he used the gun.
Maybe he's gone beyond.
You're the chosen one. Why don't you have a gun?
I don't know.
He's not the chosen gun, he's
I
the
was
chosen
chosen by the music, not the gun.
The Glock chose now.
You didn't choose the Glock life. It chose you.
Mm.
9mm.
Excellent.
That's like a triple joke. That's terrible.
Alright.
We've done it. We've reached peak D&D.
Yeah.
Well, I start trying to catch up to 9 on horse because I don't have a horse, so I imagine I'm having to really briskly walk.
Yes, it's how fast are you making horse go?
Not at all. Just
Okay.
casual walking, John.
I think horse is still 33% faster than me. At
He's
walking.
twice as fast as I am.
If he's just being extremely casual, you can, I'm sure, catch up with him after a given period of time.
Hopefully, after long enough of very brisk walking, they slow down slightly.
They found a man with no fucks to give and started taking them away, and now he's leaving.
You're on the road. It's
Oh boy, I hope we have enough food.
how far are you from the coastal town?
I don't know.
It's your house, you should know.
We'll do this one. If it's just a house, it'd be close enough to constantly run supplies.
But that's
But
what you have
far
servants
enough
for.
to where you're not. Yeah.
You inconvenience them on purpose because it amuses you. You actually get all your important supplies by having a wizard teleport them in. You can be anywhere. It's magic. When you're rich, it's the simplest thing. You do have your least favorite butler go the 300 miles into town to get you tax or something. Crackers. Penny candy. In the middle of the winter. So it's probably not terribly far. one of these hexes. It's gonna be like 10 miles. It's a bit of a distance.
That's okay, I got nothing else to do. Is Captain Jackass following us?
No.
Okay, bye.
He just watched as we
Yes, he
stopped
did.
mid-conversation.
He just watched you leave. So, like, some hours later, you arrive at town.
Walking for hours.
The town does not seem to be
It
desolated.
would have been easier if Asha just turned into a horse and we just...
How long?
Kanashi turned into a horse and cart.
Oh, my muscles are sore.
Kanashi turned into a long horse that can see multiple people.
God, I hope so. Just an extra pair of legs.
Yes. A tandem horse.
So, if you're an elderly druid and you start suffering dementia and your memories of animals start getting twisted, can you turn into those twisted versions?
I feel like it's a plot feature.
Does the whole back have to stay straight, or can it kind of bend a little bit?
There's a lot of flexibility in the spine. Far more so than a normal horse.
I'm imagining it has the same organs, so it's just way skinnier because it's all spread out.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Very
mean,
lightweight.
you can fit
Probably
two
has an
people
additional
on a horse.
Nope, we need long horse.
You can't
Yeah.
fit 2 saddles.
People
You
think
don't have a saddle.
Can you transform
Perhaps-
into a horse with a saddle?
perhaps the tandem horse's spine grows into a saddle-like shape.
Congratulations, you invented camels.
Camels aren't very long.
They're very long this way.
It's 3-month camel.
There we go.
The serious camel.
This is not a creature you turned into, regardless. Because you didn't say you wanted to.
Nope.
You get to town and you're probably relatively tired, aside from 9.
Should we check on all of our businesses and properties?
Oh, is that the town we headed to?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think we should, yeah. Let's see.
The town that burned down?
There's the museum.
Or a different
There
town?
was-
It was the town with the museum.
Yeah,
Okay.
the museum. We had a bar, right? A bar,
Apartment building.
an apartment building.
Goodness.
I believe we put the omelet shop out of business.
I thought we took that over.
Did we?
We did not.
I like to think this town's recovered in the months we've been away. And
What about the place that was across the street from
Oh
the
yeah,
museum?
yeah. We got breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone's back to work,
The cafe.
everything's fixed that we broke, and then we just come riding back into town.
It's all right, dear. Your friend says to his child, they'll never hurt us again. Surprise, says 9 from halfway across the town. Oh, says his friend.
Walk through
Just
the door
feels-
with the horse.
Just feels a shiver as 9 walks across the border of the town.
It's okay. He can't come inside unless we invite him in. That's vampires, Papa. Oh.
They're far less terrifying.
So where do we go?
Well, I'm starving. I don't want to eat any more moldy bacon, so.
What happened to your chef friend who could hear the music?
He was with the museum. Right?
He was with the cult
us.
at the museum.
Yeah, he was with the cult. He didn't come with us when we went on our mission.
I think you confirmed that he was alive after they were
He
released
was one of
from
the ones
the...
that came back.
Yeah. That's what I contacted.
Did we put him to work?
Probably in the museum.
I'm going back to the restaurant across the museum.
You go to the cafe. They seem to be... They don't look like they're serving very fancy food at the moment, but they're serving food.
Good. I'm hungry. I just go into the establishment on my horse.
The door is not big enough.
It
It's a
will
sturdy
be.
door frame. Can horse give me an athletics roll, please?
It's a magical horse, but his legs kind of shrink to allow passage through the door.
No.
That would be a really good feature.
It would be a really good feature.
Consider that.
It's a spirit, so it
He's-
just stays us.
He has to resummon him in a shape that would be amenable to that.
14 plus whatever a horse's strength is.
I think it's like 3 or 4.
It's not low. They
No,
carry
it's not
things.
low.
Yeah, he'll just get knocked
Yeah,
off the horse.
You would get knocked off the horse, that is true, but horse widens the door frame.
Just concussion for now.
I would also be widening the door.
You can also give me an athletics roll if you want to just try to smash through, like, masonry and hardwood with your shoulders.
This
Or
town
your
loves
tail.
us.
21.
You smash through masonry and hardwood with your shoulders.
People are just sitting there minding their business, eating their meals, and then
You
Kool-Aid
create
Man.
a 9 and horse-shaped hole centered on the door frame.
Does he
It's
say,
good to
oh
be back.
yeah, as he does it?
no.
Please.
I remain
Shakily
completely
walks through the rubble into the...
Everybody inside just pauses.
just deadpan blank stare. I'm hungry.
Do you have
Guess who's back?
Do you have medallions of valor? He looks at the horse. Sir?
We own this place. What are you talking about?
Yes, we have returned from our long journey.
Who are you?
The
The
owners.
I don't remember that. I just bought this place a couple weeks ago.
I never sold
We
it to
bought
you,
it from a
did
scammer, so...
So you must be the bank?
Do we own the
They still
bank?
have those?
I thought the bank went out of business.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
what
we're
I'm
using
saying.
these medallions instead of money.
Why wouldn't you just
Did we
use
not
money?
own the bank?
Because these medallions are magical. You can't, just forge these.
Probably good if it ran up.
See how it sparkles?
We don't want
It has a face on it. It looks like it's like made of like ruby or something.
Who gave you that?
Whose face is on it?
So the mayor's?
We need to go straight to the mayor.
Well, last time we saw a face in a coin, we had to kill that person.
Let's go kill the mayor.
No, these aren't coins. He was very specific. These aren't coins. That's that's why they're medallions. Like they're medallions of valor because they're like, if you were heroic in a war, then you would get medals of valor. So these are like less than that. So they're the medallions, and it's also like if you cook chicken in little circles, those are medallions of chicken, right? So it's that. No, that's not what he said. That's what I was.
I see.
That's what I was saying.
Is that what you're serving today?
I'm serving medallions of meat. Yes.
What is the meat?
I am not legally required to tell you. Although if you are but you're not the bank. Can you draw me a diagram of the chain of ownership here? Because I do own this place. But I also know that the person that I bought it from said that it's more of a sort of franchisee sort of situation. I don't really understand how any of this works.
Scammed by whoever was here
Oh.
spotting while we were away. I'm sorry.
Do you have a... What's that thing called? A paper that says that you own the thing? Because
No,
I
they-
do.
They just
got
broke
a
in one
sword.
night and decided they own it.
Well, he turns to a person standing beside him behind the counter. He says, "How much would it cost us to repair the front door?" All right, I suppose we'll be clearing out,
Red deed on
and
your sword.
you can take. Oh, I'm sorry for having scammed you out of a perfectly runnable business establishment.
We didn't say you had to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I insist. It's a terrible thing to steal someone else's place of business. He begins dragging this little. He begins shoveling.
You can continue to
these
run your
medallions.
business here.
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't want to intrude, sir. Ma'am.
Well, somebody needs to run the business.
Well, we do know a pretty good cook.
Well, this is true.
Hmm.
But we need somebody to run the business day to day. Like, what's his name, who's probably got 9 gajillion,
Oh yeah,
Gold
back
waiting
in the,
for
back
us.
in the tavern back home.
Yes.
We can find a business
something
like that.
S something.
So we just make the same arrangement with this Joe.
I think we just tried to.
Give me a medallion.
Try
and
to a
some
little
meat.
more aggressively.
He
I don't think he understands. This was not a question.
he tosses a medallion to you, and then he swaps some meat that is not at all in a medallion shape into a bowl, and he just carefully sets it on the counter.
Is it cooked?
Yes, it's been cooked perhaps a little too much.
That's perfect. I eat all of it.
It doesn't taste amazing, but you can gain 1d4 temporary HP. The front edifice of the building begins to sag a little as you destroy part of its integral structure.
We'll take care of that. That's our problem. That's not your problem.
Is it?
Well, we own the place.
You keep saying that.
That's because it's true.
You're aware that breaking and entering and stealing from it one time doesn't give you ownership.
It's worked so far.
And if nobody else wants to claim it, I suppose that's...
I mean,
That's
somebody did
probably
want
how-
to claim it.
Well, yes, and then somebody broke it.
It's not even like the previous owner died. You just
what
robbed it
percentage
once.
did we give the other guy?
I mean, right now, all of it. We haven't really been back to collect in a while.
I don't remember what our arrangement was with it.
Something like 10%.
Well, we don't need money anyway. Right? We've got a cave full of gold.
I have a cave full of gold.
So he can just keep all of it and just keep running.
The cave of
We,
gold.
we just don't pay for food when we're here.
That makes sense to me.
If you gold
We
plate
do
the
have a
orphans,
mayor
they'll last
after
forever.
all. We're very busy.
Well, yes, I don't think the mayor understands.
Yeah.
The mayor has
Now, you can stay here, make us food. We're gonna eat and then go to the mayor.
He's already leaving.
He is trying to leave, yes.
He
He's
can.
trying to move
Not
past you
leaving.
with his chest full of medallions.
No. Somebody has to cook the food for these people.
Excuse me, sir, I'm trespassing on this property. Would you please let me pass? I don't want to get in trouble with the law.
We are the law.
Oh, I don't want to get in trouble with you then.
We're
Then
telling you
get
to cook the
behind
food.
Okay. He looks very confused when he goes back behind the counter.
And nothing changed.
Well, no, we've got to fix the front door.
The other patrons
should
have all
pay
left.
man
In
to
I say they
take
left.
the
They've all
door
gone
first.
into the back room. It
don't
seems
have
at this
any
point.
I look
We've got a cave full of money.
And I set out.
Just write him an IOU.
Here, I'll cover the door for you so we can make sure that's fine. And I set out all of my casino tokens.
What are these? They
Uh,
look pretty.
Medallions.
They're not these medallions though. They're not the right
Medallions of luck.
These are much more
From a
valuable
different city,
than
but
that.
I'm sure you can get them exchanged.
Well, if you can find someone who's willing to take them, I suppose they. I mean, they do
Oh, yes,
look very
you are.
nice.
Yes, yeah.
But I.
Same thought.
But don't I work for you? I'm
Yeah,
confused.
to get the door fixed.
That's why we're giving you these medallions to give to the person who's going to fix them.
But he's not going to take them, so what's the point?
If he doesn't take them, call us. We'll
Yeah,
take care of that.
He wouldn't take my medallions. Would you do something about that?
Which one of these people sitting here eating?
Yeah.
I've forgotten.
Now, back
Well,
up.
Can we
I mean,
trust him to run a
Are-
business if he can't remember somebody from?
If
Yeah,
the
that's fair
mayor
enough,
made the medallions
No
and
one
the
said that.
carpenter,
I think this guy just made the medallions and is trying to start them as a form of currency. Nobody else is using them. Or acknowledging them in any way.
Bitcoin.
Hey, everybody's using them.
Are they?
They're not mine.
Well,
The
they do have the mayor's picture on.
the mayor's been making them out of magic. He turns, heads into them.
What?
That's why they're the medallions of valor. When you kill monsters or enemy combatants, you bring their heads back, and he turns them into medallions.
I just sigh heavily and sit up. But I was on horse at the counter anyway, so horse sits up.
So all we have to do then, Goras, is go kill some people, bring their heads to the mayor,
Yeah.
get our medallions, and then we can have the door fixed.
Are there other customers in here?
He looks at the back room. No.
Are there customers in the dining room that we see?
No, you're asking me.
Is this town's whole economy now just fantasy NFTs? Is that,
Oh, no.
Is that what's happening here? It's like,
Oh,
it's like,
no.
what do we
I'm
figure out?
sure we can find people to do it.
All the customers went into the back room. You saw them all just get up and quietly go into the back room, and then the last one just very quietly shut the
remember
door
us from
behind him.
gambling against us.
Yeah, we didn't even have to ask them to clear out and give us some space. That's nice.
No, listen. I do have to seek vengeance against a couple of clerk assholes from this town
Oh, great.
who fireballed me. But also, the mayor is exploding heads or something, and that seems to be our running theme. So I guess we're heading back to the state offices.
I guess so. Well, it sounds like
Well,
most
they'll
of
remember us.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna go
If
faster
they're not
this
turned into
time.
animals or animals turned into them.
Yes, he saved us from the vicious beasts, the mayor did. That's why he's the mayor now. He
Oh, this is a new mayor.
he came with his. I mean, we didn't have a mayor before. We
Who the hell were we dealing with?
Who ran the town?
Weren't we just dealing with the
I just moved here a couple weeks ago. Don't ask me. But yes, they were vicious.
Now I understand why he doesn't remember us.
Ah, yeah.
They were vicious wildcats and giraffes and sloths and all sorts of things that were.
Not sloths.
They had taken up shop in the old Monster Hunters, town offices, and
We need to take those
they were
back.
dragging citizens in and devouring them under the full moon or something, is what I've been told. And then the mayor came with his wizards, and they took care of all that, and now he's the mayor, and he takes good care of us.
So the cult's gone.
Well, sounds like we need to take over this mayor role. If it involves killing all of the wild beasts.
The wild
Well, then we'll
beasts
have a
used
lot
to
of
be.
medallions.
That's true.
if
Does
we
that
kill
mean your
all the
chef
beasts.
friend is dead?
That was a different building. The museum
Call him.
and
Also,
the main
What
offices
are they
were different
called?
buildings.
the main office filled with animals because everyone that worked there turned into animals. Those were people.
So we just go kill the animals. Take over the office so it's functional again.
They already did that.
Yes, I think it's all functional. That's why they chose to set up in that building.
Well, no, that's our building. Monster Hunters.
Oh, you have a. So you are the bank.
What if we take the mayor's place and make our own new currency? We force all that is our currency.
New
What?
standard. New standard. This one will be better.
Exchange everyone's old medallions that are rated 10 to 1 to the new ones.
What the hell is with you people in property management and like
I'm trying to move
economy
up in the
infra?
world, man.
We really wanted to just come here and play Monopoly.
I just head out the door.
If you're not playing D&D as a socioeconomic sandbox, or you've been playing D&D.
Yeah, Goris just wants to make a living and is too dumb to realize that like the world is on the line.
They would have it no other way. You can find the town offices pretty quickly. Do any of you want to do other stuff before following the horseman?
Oh no, we gotta go see the mayor. We've been cheated out of a building.
I
Okay.
want to follow them as like a dog or something, because the last time I was here, they
Okay.
beat me up in the streets.
And if I have my way, they'll do it again.
They did it because of you last time.
Nah.
What kind of dog do you want to turn into?
Just a little cocker spaniel.
Okay, you turn into a cocker spaniel.
That's completely
Bork
innocuous.
says hush it.
When I get anywhere near the guards, I'm gonna go full charge so that they
Okay.
can't get away this
The
time.
guards are eyeballs with tentacles.
I am not even
They're
surprised.
just kind of floating in the air. They just look at you with mild amusement as you charge by. They do not try to stop you.
This is a lot easier than last time.
No lines?
No lions.
That's good.
The front door just says, please knock.
They seem to be very efficient.
I smashed through the front door.
But, I mean, that's
What
kind
speed
of-
were you going?
Max.
This is gonna cost us
Which
a
was
lot of
what?
money fixing doors.
Well, horse, so 120 every 6 seconds.
So you're going 120 feet in 6 seconds, so you're going 20 feet per second. So,
Here comes the math.
yeah, I don't know. I don't even remotely know the
What
math.
is the mass of your face spirit?
What would that be equivalent to falling damage, running full speed into
Listen,
the
the
door?
horse has charge.
Yes, that
It
should
uses
increase
charge
it,
on the door.
right? Okay.
Yes, but you're on the horse. You don't have charge.
The horse hits first.
The horse hits first, and
Yes,
mine
but
just
then
goes
you
over
hit
head
the
of
top of
horse.
the-
Does Wolfram Alpha have a 5e falling damage charging speed calculator?
I mean, falling speed is like a d6 per 10 feet or something.
Yeah, but you also fall at 5,000 feet a turn.
I think it's 500, but yes.
Something.
That's a lot of.
Yes,
It's a lot faster than I'm going.
I'm pretty sure that's just terminal velocity. We're close to it, so that's why.
It's 1,200 feet per minute.
That's a lot of feet.
He's traveling.
If he's going at, I mean, like roughly a quarter falling speed, I feel like that makes the mental math simpler.
So
I'm-
then that'd be a quarter of a d6.
I'm doing 2d6. It's got to be at least like getting slammed in the face with a maul by somebody who can't swing a maul very good. So you take 7 bludgeoning damage, and horse takes 10 bludgeoning damage.
We're indifferent.
You slam against a wall of force and stop moving. About a centimeter away from the door.
I'm upset by
The
this.
text that says please knock pulses brightly blue and then, goes back to not being lit up.
Does
can
horse
go back
like
through a window.
compress slightly and then it's
Like an accordion, yes. Being a spirit has some advantages.
I laugh at him and dog.
More sensation.
If that doesn't count as knocking, I don't know what does.
It's a very enthusiastic knock. That's all.
The eyeballs just kind of stare at you.
Yeah.
If
Hello,
we
friends. Hi.
do eyeballs count for getting medallions made, I wonder.
They don't have heads, I don't think. Unless they're all head.
Good question.
One of them just kind of twitches its tentacles. Boop, boop.
Someone dispel this barrier
Grass
before I
is
start
finally
killing
gone out.
everybody.
Is it speaking a language I know?
don't have.
It
anything
is
to
not
dispel the
speaking any
barrier
language.
illusion.
It is making slithery sounds with its, you know, just very phlegmatic
Why don't we go
tentacles.
see our friend in the office?
Yes. Yeah, the one friend. Yes.
We can probably go through his window. I don't think he'll mind.
Potentially. Yeah, unless he moved offices instead of.
Well, he could have gotten a promotion. He was very helpful last time.
Why don't you throw an anti-magic grenade at this door?
A what grenade?
Who?
Why don't you just knock?
I did.
Did you knock, or did you throw yourself against the door?
What's the difference?
That doesn't count.
I don't know. The door didn't open when you threw yourself against it. Would you like to try knocking?
No.
Okay.
I want to throw a grenade at it.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, here.
I back up about fireball distance
Okay.
and throw a grenade at it.
You throw an Arcano-side grenade at it, and there is a huge sound, and reality splits into about 360 distinct shards, each of which fly in a different direction. You stay in one of them, as does the portion of reality that you're in, where the barrier just kind of evaporates and the door crumbles into nothing. The eyeballs look as surprised as a giant orb of eye with tentacles that is doing absolutely nothing whatsoever can look.
And now we know what they do.
Nothing? Well, the eyes do nothing, so.
No, the grenades.
Oh, yeah, they don't do nothing. Yeah, that's true.
Well, they get rid of the door.
They got rid of the door, yeah.
They do get rid of the door.
I
They do
wonder if
open
that's
stuff
what they
good.
used against the museum a while ago. That got rid of the door.
I just go in. I don't have time to wait.
Okay. There is a crab just kind of sitting on the floor. It's just a regular sized crab. Looks like a regular crab. He looks up at you.
That would probably be tasty.
Probably would.
It says.
Asha, can you make a stew out of crab?
You know what?
Can you make a stew out of
I
crab?
made it.
It says as it runs away.
Oh,
Follow that crab.
I followed the crab.
I don't think we'd have any trouble keeping up with the crab. They're not that quick.
Was it a fast crab?
It wasn't a very fast crab. If you would like to follow it, it will lead you down a corridor and into our room marked throne room.
Was this here last time we were here? I don't remember this one.
I don't know that you would have gone down
Mayor
this
getting
passage.
drunk.
I don't know.
You see no other creatures during your travel.
Where's the mayor crab?
It just walks up to the door. It says as it knocks on the door.
Alright, I know what we do with doors.
No, not this time.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Are you going to open the door?
I Kool-Aid Man through the door.
You Kool-Aid Man through the door. There is.
Again.
So you're in the middle of just the void now. You're in the middle of outer space. It's moderately similar to the house map, I guess.
Can you just see a 9-shaped hole into space?
That's a good way of describing it. Yes.
Okay.
So there are a whole bunch of the eye creatures floating around, and there's a gigantic throne of gleaming marble just kind of hovering in the middle of space. And lounging on it is a creature that seems to be humanoid in shape, made out of lots of twisted silver and gold wire all together. And the head of it all like melts together into a tremendous like chess piece of a knight for a head that is made of metal. The creature is wearing a luxurious robe and has a very ordinary looking scepter in its hand. Greetings, supplicants, it says.
Are you the mayor?
We're not
Woof.
applying for
Indeed.
anything. We're not applicants.
Bestow upon me your heads, and I will bestow upon you medallions of valor.
Oh, that's all it takes?
We don't need medallions.
I had my head chopped off just the other day. It was fine.
This is true.
Do not chop your head off.
Last time it worked so well, though. Wait, no. We need to kill this guy, right? That's what Sorry, I got ahead of myself. We're here to kill you, I think.
It's funny because I said head.
You did say
Aha!
that. That's true, yeah.
You are here to kill me.
I thought we were here to deal with the whole guy living in our cafe.
Can you
Well,
people
we
stop?
supplant the mayor, and then we invent our own currency.
The mayor is waiting very patiently for them to finish their conversation.
Yeah. We like the gig you got going on here, so we're gonna take it over.
Yes, I was very impressed with the way you destroyed my front door.
Oh, we'll pay for that.
Don't worry,
We
it's
got
been
like
repaired
6
already.
kids. Oh, good.
Oh, can you
That seems-
repair the door in the cafe too while you're got your repairman working?
I could send someone to do it,
Well, there we go.
but why?
He's a good man.
For what purpose have you really come here?
Well, I came here because there's somebody in my cafe.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I
And
hate you people so
Who
much.
thinks-
I'm sorry. What does that have to do with me?
Who are you?
I am the mayor.
Before you were the mayor.
Not the mayor, the mayor. Just
Yes.
everyone's misheard it this whole time.
That was not the intention, but that's what it's gonna be now.
Why did you come here?
I don't know what you mean. I have been here from eternity's past. This is my domain that you have stepped into.
That's not what the cafe guy said. He said you just got here a little while ago.
No, we
Wizards or
arrived.
something.
But I have been here from eternity's past. This is my domain. I am always here.
Are you a Neverborn?
I. So what are we? So what's going on?
Saints were supposed to kill.
So what's going on?
I have no idea. I don't know what
See-
the hell a saint is.
Ask him.
We are working on figuring that out.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things up in the air right now.
Yeah. So, who are you, and what have you been doing with the Neverborn?
But are you a Neverborn?
No.
So is that
I
who
don't
you
believe
used the
you.
gun on?
I was, sort of, and then I wasn't. They didn't like me very much.
That's
So you
good.
became born?
Essentially, yes.
So you're born again.
I mean,
No,
for the first time.
Born, so you're just born.
No, that's good. I'm pretty sure we hate the Neverborn.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm quite fond of them. They just don't like me very
Yeah, I've
much.
just some very good friends that are never born. I can call them if we need them.
We've been in the dreaming for a bit.
Oh, that's not good.
We just came back.
Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed your stay.
We killed.
Was it nice?
He has the power of gun.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
We killed a very powerful man there.
All right. He's probably not dead, just so you know.
No, he is. He brought his body there.
What have you been getting yourselves into?
A lot.
Goodness. Why?
Who the hell did we kill?
Spell General.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, 9 killed him.
Yeah, Spell Journal's dead.
Oh, okay.
I killed him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Or
Yeah.
was.
Well, neither did we, so it
Yeah, it was an
Well, he's dead
asshole.
now, so-
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so there was like
Very
a
powerful mage.
kind of like a socket, sort of potential here in this place. So I brought my magnificence to rest upon this mortal place, and the people have been very kind to me. That's pretty much the entirety of my, context here.
Well, you see, we were here first, and we just left on a little bit of a vacation. But now we're back now, so it's fine.
Goodness, you must have imbued this place with so much potential by your presence that leaving it left all this vacuum of power for me to settle into. It's probably not very safe for us to be in the same place at the same time. As a wise man once said, there ain't enough room in this town for the both of us.
Well, don't worry about that, because unlike these morons, I'm not actually planning on staying.
No, you just plan on breaking my front door.
Well, a previous
Well, it's not wedding, it's
occupants
already happened.
earned vengeance, and I was unaware it was no longer the previous occupants.
You did hear about the people turning into, mindless beasts, right?
Yeah, I kind of thought they'd be in here, though.
Was that you?
That wasn't me. I did eat them.
Except the
Oh, that's
crab,
good.
apparently.
That was some god's power. That I don't bother with that kind of stuff. That's you know.
Is that the one we're supposed to kill?
Yeah, we're gonna kill the gods.
Oh, okay.
Gods are saints.
With a gun.
The saints, gods, whatever.
Oh, okay. I don't.
We're gonna kill a bunch of people.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to have the same problem with
Congratulations.
the Omelet House.
Probably.
I don't know why these people care about property.
Oh yeah, speaking of why they care, what are these medallions all about, man?
Oh yes. When the people bring me sacrifices, I return the favor by giving them an immaculate currency which cannot be replicated. And they have been trading that back and forth between themselves.
So what's the conversion rate between gold and this thing?
I have not the slightest idea. Gold does not exist in the previous dimension that I was just visiting, so I'm
You're
not
like-
entirely sure what it's all here.
Made of it though.
Oh, this is a. Huh, so that's
I
gold.
wonder what
That's
these
pretty cool.
things are.
Yeah.
I can understand why you would want it.
Yeah, right.
It makes a very good body.
Perfectly good currency too, if you ask me.
I don't know, I kind of like the rate of murder to medallions, but I'm pretty sure that's an ever-expanding currency that's going to suffer from great bits of inflation.
Potentially, yes. These medallions can be used for things, all sorts of magical potential things. I don't think that any of these people have the technology to do any of that. I don't
We
think you have
might.
enough moons actually to do that, but that's not really my problem. They were happy to take them. Would you like medallion? I have some spares. You can have as many as you'd like. If by the number that you'd like, it's like 13 exactly. No
What's
fewer,
the
no more.
catch?
I want you to leave and not come back.
I think we're getting a lot.
Because it hurts quite a lot, just being in the same room as you.
We can only promise the first thing. We keep just winding up places.
That's true. Yeah, the last time we ended up somewhere was not of our own will, and it was very near here.
That's unsettling.
That's
I think I'm going to find a new place to settle for a while.
Nah, I think you're good. We're just kind of looking for the next step in eliminating gods. You wouldn't happen to have any idea.
So, what kind of gods are we talking about? I thought that they'd been more or less dealt with for quite a long time. Except for Father, but then I think he disappeared from the whole, scheme, or not long after he popped back up not too long ago.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he was talking to us.
Yeah, he's the one who taught me all this head business.
Oh,
Long time
that
ago.
makes sense. That makes
He was an interesting gentleman.
He's the one that originally told us to do all this.
Who?
That
That's true.
exploded god.
That's
Oh.
one god was wanting you to kill other gods?
Yeah, he had a cult right here in this town.
That's very strange.
Yeah, we
Why
did
on
not
earth would you
check
have wanted
into
that?
Well, actually, I think that guy wanted us to kill the saints.
Yeah, we gotta kill the saints,
I don't know what those are.
the demigods here.
Oh, okay.
And that's supposed to help the father overthrow the Neverborn? Or something?
So he probably had some kind of vested interest in some sort of power that they probably are sitting on, and he wanted you to kill them so he could get it all back, so that he could challenge them. That does line up with a lot of the stuff I was hearing not terribly long ago. The Neverborn were not very happy that he was back, I believe. There were a lot of loans involved, a lot of souls being traded back and forth. Some very, very potential-filled souls, is what I heard.
Yeah, that'd be us.
Oh.
Oh, I was thinking about the souls I got in my pack, but yeah, we have souls.
The door closes behind 9.
So anyway,
We're
if
going
we
to
can-
roll initiative.
I slowly take every grenade. Like, door.
Yeah, I need paper.
Are we in there with him?
Yeah.
I went through at least.
I just
Who
assumed we
would
were...
have been able to hear this would be in the room.
And you
The three of us and our
talked to
trusty
him.
dog.
It didn't have to go this way.
18.
Why are we fighting him? We're trying to get him to get a cafe back.
He's
well,
attacking
we're here to
us.
kill him, I thought.
Oh.
Right?
I don't. I get so confused.
He's trying to get us because our souls are valuable. For
I love how this party
People he
always
like.
has like at least 3 to 4 different plans at any given time. None of us ever disagree.
All right. What was
It works out.
Goras?
18.
Nice.
16?
16 as well.
Which of you has the higher dex?
I'm sure it's me.
I have to imagine so.
14.
Yeah, it's me.
5.
Nice.
Good job.
I was mid conversation with this tool. I thought we were getting along.
I mean, he rolled a
famously.
3, so I mean, he got a 13, but he rolled a 3.
What?
What?
How you have a plus 10 to dex?
No, wait. Excellent.
Excellent.
I think I heard that before. Alright.
So it's Goras's turn first. Okay, so we've got a.
Do we even know we're being attacked?
At the very moment, probably not.
The door closed behind us, so I feel like
Yeah, there's that.
He's horse heading at us menacingly. He's about to go L.
He gave us the mayor stare.
A cube of solid.
It's like the evil eye, but
A cube of solid gold forms underneath you.
Sweet. I
underneath
thought
all
he
of
did.
us, or
He just said he didn't know what gold was.
Right.
He just
And
learned.
then Goras just told him what it was.
yeah. Well, I think so. I think he probably could do that all along. He just didn't know it was going. Yeah.
This is
So
gonna
he's
be
giving
nice.
us a whole cube of gold to leave and not come back.
Anyone kill his ass.
I mean, this seems like a good deal.
Yeah, man.
His throne.
We were like, okay.
This will be his throne.
All right.
It's just kind of hovering there. There's a sphere of gold there. And a sphere of gold.
This is where we learn our shapes.
Nebulous, unchartable
Where's
space.
just
So shit, I have to draw a map.
A cube.
He's got a D6 of gold, a D100 of silver.
How do I draw the infinite cosmos?
Sheeps. It's like
This could be like a mirror. This could be fun.
it's like 90s movies when they're hacking. It's just like in cyberspace. There's just shapes everywhere.
Goras, you're floating in the nebulous void, but also standing on a cube of gold. What do you do? The door closes behind you. Okay.
So we're in 9.
You are hasted.
You're now fast, and that's my turn.
Alright, Solir, it's your
Wait,
turn.
so that guy's on a throne, right?
He is on a throne, yes.
I think it has to be a medium creature for that feature action. Never mind.
He is a medium creature, but he's on a throne.
Oh, I'm gonna try to shove him off the throne with telekinesis then.
Okay.
It's a strength save, DC 17.
That's a 15. He fails.
He goes 5 feet. I guess I'll just drag him off the throne.
He gets dragged 5 feet off the throne. He looks mildly perplexed.
And can I try to take cover behind 9 or something?
Yes, you can.
Just kind of shift back there, and then that'll be my turn. Because I'll just cast a spell and then like run away.
Okay. His lounging pose is completely unchanged as you pull him off.
Perfect.
Solir, your turn. You are hasted.
Great. I don't think I would be doing anything because I don't perceive this to be a problem yet.
Okay.
But you do nothing quickly.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, then it is Oshit's turn. The door closed, and you saw Goras do some magic and then, like, look at the guy, and the guy just kind of pulled off his throne a little bit.
He's just floating.
You're also a dog.
Yes, you are a dog.
I'm a dog. Oh crap, this one can't unchange as a bonus action.
Can you always unchange for free?
Can you? I thought, unless you're a moon druid, you couldn't.
I don't know now.
Dropping it is different than entering.
Pretty sure.
No, I don't know. I don't. do this enough with
Madrid
this
is a
one.
bonus
You
action.
could have someone hit you really hard so you lost all your HP.
Solier's turn is to stab the dog.
Execute the dog.
Let's see.
You simply
Wow, shit.
stab the dog.
This is the beginning.
As a
of
bonus action, yeah.
Goris's John,
Okay.
John Wick storyline.
Okay, well, I'll undog then.
You are undogged.
As useful as I'm sure that was. Can I polymorph him?
You can try. Is that a saving throw?
Yeah,
Okay.
wisdom.
You
I'm
got
not
a
an
27.
animal. You're an animal.
Yeah, that just barely,
Just there.
What were you trying to turn him into?
a sheep.
Perfect. He does not sheep.
A lamb.
A lamb, indeed. So
His hand, the wires of his hand turn into a sheep shape, and then they start to quiver and turn into steel wool. And he says, "No, no," and his hand unfurls back into a regular hand. No, we do not do that anymore. Do you do anything else, Asha?
You used to sheep hand all the time.
No.
Okay, then it is Mare's turn. He's going to just kind of reach in your general direction. He's going to try to crush you all with gravity. I need you all to make a Constitution saving throws.
Natural 20.
You pass.
That was a dumb die roll. It hit like the thing of the table, and instead of rolling, just bounced and landed.
15.
14.
21.
Okay.
We're Paladin, right? Do we get any? Oh, we're not.
Everyone has a +4.
Oh gosh.
18.
19.
You all pass. You'll take half damage.
Woo! Thank you for your aura.
I'm just sneering at you. Do better.
Perfect.
So you will after. Okay, you'll take 5 force damage. 5 falling damage, which we'll just call it
my
that.
bones.
Falling damage
Why
is
you upset with
bludgeoning.
us?
What?
The hell did you do, man?
What do you mean?
Why is he upset with us?
He's an asshole who wants our souls. Kill him.
I thought that was going to
I
do
thought
it.
somebody else already took our souls.
He's
Oh,
being
yeah.
a dick.
Well-
The first part of that was he's an asshole.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
you just your
Right,
gun.
does
Bust
he
the
know
gun.
that our souls aren't ours?
But we don't have our souls.
It
Like,
doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is a
Souls.
useless thing to try to get. He's just gonna get a debt.
I haven't.
I'll have you know, trading debt is basically an economic staple.
And that is generally how the economy works. At like a pretty fundamental level. So he says, I thought that would do a little bit more.
But we don't even know who to tell him to get our souls from.
True.
That's his problem.
Oh, okay.
I told you we were about to go kill gods. Did you really think you could do anything?
Yes. His head turns into a cannon, and he fires a ray of just bright light, I guess, directly at Nine's face. That's a 17.
No.
You tank it. It tickles a little bit. His head turns back into a horse head, a chest knight head. He says, "Goodness! Really?"
Yes.
I told you he has gun.
A bunch of eyes swarm you, opening up and jumping at you with their little teeth.
How many fucking attacks is this guy gonna try?
Well, this is the eye swarm's turn.
Okay.
Where the hell are they?
They're swarming around you.
It's just swarming.
But
They'll-
weren't there eyes and teeth way back at the Dream Orphanage?
Probably.
I don't think
Maybe.
that's a running theme. I think that's just him.
I was just thinking of Terraria at the moment.
Did,
that's all.
okay, I was gonna say, did Taylor just end up on the same thing again, or is this all tied together?
Probably. So this is just be representing this is where the swarm is. And, I mean, the fastest thing, I'll just have everybody do saving throws again. Be dexterity this time. Remember your bonuses.
A lot.
Wait.
24.
30.
6.
15.
30.
Yo.
Goodness. Ashit takes 2d6 of piercing damage, everybody else is fine. That's 10 piercing damage. You proved yourself to be the meatiest target, Ashit.
I'm just like,
The mushroomiest, they're just biting mushrooms off.
Pupils appear.
Mm.
They're going to fire eye lasers at your cube since you're all still standing on the cube. Am I skipping players' turns? No. I don't believe I am.
No, I got a 5.
Yeah, we all went, and now we're just waiting for the troublemaker to finally get around to his turn.
This one's going to attack both Ashit and Salir. It's going to be 11 at Ashit and, 15 at Ashit and 21 at Salir.
I'm pretty sure the 21 hits.
Did that hit
You have
Ashit?
+2 from haste. Just in
No.
case. I don't know if that brings you over.
What's that?
But haste gives you +2. I don't know if that's enough in this case.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. You will
I
each
don't wear
take
much for armor.
Gotcha.
1d10 plus 4 radiant damage. Sorry, that one didn't hit you, correct?
No.
Then that's 10 radiant damage, Salir.
So do I get to have that?
Yeah,
It's
if you're using
uncanny.
your uncanny dodge, yes. And then it's Nine's turn.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You're fast.
I'm going to gallop and leap off my horse like I'm playing fucking Elden Ring
Okay. Where are you going?
at him.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit him with 3 attacks because I'm hasted.
Where did I put your...
Does he just run on the... Is that void, or do we not know?
It is
I
void.
assume we're standing on it before the cube appeared there, won't we?
It's okay.
You were just kind of floating him in midair until the cube appeared. So, do you have a fly speed or a swim speed or a burrow speed?
No.
Okay.
I like the idea of burrowing to do that. It's like...
I have
Where did I
a
put your 9 mini?
horse does a leap and then I leap off the horse mid-leap
Like,
speed.
so horse is doing a leap. What are the mechanics of that?
I don't know, regular jump.
And you have to get a running start for a long jump?
Long jump is your strength score if you have a running start.
Yeah, he going.
Well, you definitely don't have a running start. You can...
I think it's
Between the
half
two of them, I think it's pretty reasonable that you get there. There will be a slight chance you could deviate because you're not used to being in void, so please give me a
I've been in a lot of
acrobatics.
voids in the past couple days.
I'm not a horse void like this. Please give me acrobatics.
is a horse.
17.
You pass. You can get up to him, you can make 3 attacks.
12. That
That
miss.
does not hit.
Worse. $12.
You hit him savagely 3 times in his all metal body. He looks down, then he looks back up at you.
Rolled a 5, a 4, and a 5.
Good job.
Right.
His wires start to just kind of curl into a sphere that is going to, at some future time, try to envelop you. And by some future time, I mean it's the end of the round, so he's going to try to do
It's
that.
not the end of the round. I'm gonna use my bonus action.
You have a bonus action, that is certainly true. What are
I'm
you
gonna
going to do?
cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright.
Ooh, stack all these. What's your AC now, just out of curiosity?
24.
Nice.
Now I need you to make me an opposed athletics roll, please. He got a 28.
I got a 26.
Nice. So he impales you with lots of wires and just kind of slithers them all throughout your limbs and is just going to try to pierce your heart with his wires, and he's probably not going to, just fully do it. But so long as you remain within 5 feet of him, you'll take 1d6 piercing damage every turn. That's 4 piercing damage. And then it is Goras's turn.
So what are these shapes? Sorry, I think I missed that.
You see shimmering, like, they look like cubes, but you always just see, like, the back faces of the cube when you're looking at them, just kind of hovering in the air. They look like they're made of glass, maybe, or some kind of transparent energy.
Gotcha.
Something reflective, maybe.
Well, seeing 9 leap through the air, I think Goras is going to, well, first cast a spell. I guess I can do that while I'm just here and have solid ground under my feet. I'm going to try and psychic glance the mayor,
Okay.
which is an intelligence saving throw of 17.
And he passes. He rolled a 17.
I'll take half of 7d6.
Alright.
Alright. 9, 14, 19. 22, 6. 28, so 14.
Okay.
That is psychic damage.
Yes, thank you. That is important.
Figured it might be, but that's one of the biggest spells I got. So.
Right.
That's my action.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and kind of. The horse is out here somewhere.
Horse is, I guess, by this point, probably like right there.
Okay. So I've got enough room to take a bit of a running start.
Yes.
Then I might try and like run over here and try to like leap in this direction and try to.
Okay, can you give me acrobatics, please?
I can indeed. 15.
You make it. You get here and your feet kind of magnetically clamp onto the surface.
Okay.
And it's like you sink into it and you're standing on the inside of the cube. You can feel like it's hard to describe it. You feel just like this visceral internal sense of magnetism that you could, without much effort, jump directly to the next one.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think I have much movement left at that point, but that's good to know. Unless it doesn't cost movement, but I assume it would.
It would cost you much less movement, you think.
Much less movement, okay. But I think I moved 5, 10. I feel like I probably got
Yeah, it would. So. It would cost you 10 feet. There's no point in you trying to be coy about it.
So,
yep.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll stay where I am. But if I'm like inside the cube, do I feel like I've got cover from the mayor?
You do.
Point? Okay. Cool. I'll have my turn there then.
Okay. That was the end of the turn. Mr. 9 takes 1 piercing damage.
Wait, every player turn?
Every turn in general.
Oh. Can I amend something to my turn then?
Yes.
Because I misheard that as well. Can
Yeah,
try
I
to
didn't
shove
say
that
it.
5
I
feet
just said
away?
every turn. Yes, you can.
Okay, so just get it away from 9. Like, no, stop that. So
And he's doing a strength save.
that's gross. 17.
That's a 20.
Alright, so I tried. But that's that.
Okay. Solir, your turn.
I guess I'll whack away at these eye things that are flying around in front of my face.
Okay.
You can think of anything better to do.
Fast.
23.
You hit.
Goody. What's like these things? 9.
You slash and pierce at quite a lot of them.
We'll just keep doing that, I suppose. That was only a 13.
That will not hit.
And where is the damn door?
The door is right here.
Place?
You do have another attack being hasted, I believe, if you wanted to use that.
Why not? Yay, 15.
That will hit.
10.
You managed to kill the rest of the swarming eyes. They were really not much of a threat.
Okay. Well, this is clearly not going to get my purposes done, so I'm going to head for the door.
Alright. You can get to the door. The door is closed.
I'll have to wait till next turn. So that's it. That's my turn.
Alright. The end of that turn. 9 takes 3 piercing damage. It is Ashit's turn.
If you stop fighting us, you can just have my soul.
Thank you for the offer. I think I'll take it with the bunch.
No, it comes with you not fighting us anymore.
No, I think I'll just take them all.
You're an ass.
Yes.
Turn around
And a horse, actually.
try to open the door.
The door has an invisible barrier of force.
Door's an ass.
Like a centimeter in front of it.
Grass.
Does that count as my action then?
Toss me a grenade.
That will just be your item interaction.
Okay. Can I cast heat metal on his head?
Yes. He's got to.
I love how messed up that is. That's good.
What does he have to do?
I just looked at this.
It's a con save, I think.
Okay.
But I
Yes.
think that's just for like trying not to drop it. Or something.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's con save for half damage.
That might be the case too. Yeah. You take the damage when you're in contact with it. It's con save to not drop it, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, it just says any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d fire damage.
Oh no.
When he casts a spell.
There we go.
So
And then again as a bonus action.
roll,
It only
Roll the
gets-
damage.
It only gets the con save if it can drop the item.
Yeah.
which it cannot.
9.
So 9 takes 9 fire damage because he is in fact in contact with the
That
object.
would make sense actually.
As
That's true.
does the mare.
Yeah, at least Tharn's wounds are being cauterized as they're.
Yes.
Oh, there we are. It starts to smell like roast lizard.
Mm.
Which we decided last time was that it wasn't smelling.
A high-pitched neighing sound fills the void, and the sphere things here begin to spin wildly all around, and they glow red hot also. Do you do anything else, Asha?
No.
At the end of the turn, Nine takes 4 piercing damage. It is the mare's turn, and the mare is going to rip his tendrils out of Nine, and is... I don't know that he has any way to not just... Like, he can't extinguish your spell anyway, except for murdering you. I say he, it is the mare, so, it is... It is an eldritch entity that goes beyond our pitiful mortal understandings of mare. And it is going to try to grab a 9 by the throat and just hurl him into you. So an opposed athletics, please.
17.
You beat that. He tries to grab you around the throat and you're just like, nope! This is not happening again, bud. Sorry. And he is going to, I suppose, at that point, try to just wedge his metallic rear end into his throne. And that's going to be his turn. It's the eye lasers' turn. They're going to both point at Ashit, and they're both going to try to attack Ashit.
If he sits back in his throne, doesn't he move away from it?
One of the grenades I would have.
He's taking you with him because of the magical powers of the void. He is not provoking an attack of opportunity. And if you had enough strength to resist, he would just summon his throne onto his butt. So, the end result will be the same. What I have there? Does a 15 hit, Asha?
No.
Okay. The lasers blast, and you're just like, and they go above your head.
I'm very short.
It's Nine's turn.
I'm gonna hit him.
Alright.
I dropped that, but whatever. 15.
That will not hit.
No.
You've been hammering on red hot metal a lot. You'd think you'd have the practice. Unfortunately, the 9 is probably filled with quite a lot of vengeful anger at the being, wire puppeted through the limbs. So his clanging hits mostly just the wire of the body and doesn't do much. Do you do anything else?
Well, I lost concentration on my armor spell because of a thing that hits every round,
Yep.
which is not a thing for a reason. But
Probably not usually, no.
what was the other thing that happened to him?
The other thing that happened to 9 or to the mayor?
The mayor. Someone did something.
And Jordan pushed him away.
I hit him with a psychic spell, which didn't seem to do much.
Psychic spell pushed him away, and then he got heat metaled. I don't think anything else happened to him.
I tried to pull him away from you so that
Yes.
the tendrils weren't in you, but it didn't work.
I'm gonna call Horse to me.
No, it says horse.
And mount Horse.
You mount horse.
you do have a tail.
What do you do now?
They're both mounted on their faithful steeds.
A horse will disengage and ride me away.
And does horse disengaging mean he doesn't get to attack you? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it, attack of opportunity only happen if he's moving of his own volition?
That's. I would hope that would not be the reason that he wouldn't get an attack of opportunity there.
You said if something is moving something away.
That's usually in the case of an enemy moves somebody by a spot. I mean, I hate that rule
It's
just
the
in general.
same mechanic, whether
It-
it's an ally moving you or not.
Yes, but
Like,
he's
that-
causing the ally. to move.
Like, this character is commanding this character to do the moving.
Yeah, but command
That
is not
wouldn't
the
be
same as him moving.
that wouldn't be the reason why he wouldn't get to attack. That would be an interaction of the writing rules. We'll say for the moment he doesn't get an attack of opportunity. How far is Horse going to try to get? Horse, of course, also doesn't have a burrowing or a flying speed, I don't believe. Or
No, I just need to get far enough away for him to not do that multi-round bullshit.
okay, Horse is going to easily make it back to here.
According to sage advice, it appears that mounts do
Do a full disengage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attacks for today.
So that was 9. It's Goras' turn.
Alright, Goras.
It'd be really hard to swoop by and lance people if they got to hit you every time. And most mounts
Yeah.
only have like 10 HP. It makes less sense when you're riding a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, so you moved over there. So they're trying to open the door, right?
They're trying to open the door, yes.
We don't have a lot of ground to stand on for a grenade there. And you said it's 10 feet of movement to go along these thingies?
Yes. You, at the moment, can only go to that one.
Right, that's fair. Well, I'm gonna go to that one. 10 feet of movement.
The eye tries to blast you as you go, but it easily misses you. You want to go to the next one, too?
Yeah, so 10 feet, and if I can, I'll go
Yes.
10 feet.
He's just having fun.
And then I would like to throw a grenade at
Okay.
from where I am.
So make me a thrown attack roll.
Let's make...
So just a dexterity and proficiency? No proficiency?
This would...
You can use strength if it's also a melee weapon, but I don't think a grenade
This
is...
would be an improvised roll if you're not...
Oh, I guess I'm proficient with grenades.
I don't know exactly what would be the...
What if I catapult it?
Yeah, if you catapult, it's fine.
So I'll spend the spell
Okay.
to catapult it at the target.
Okay.
So he's got to make a dex save.
All right.
I believe, if I remember my catapult rules correctly.
Did you throw it at the throne or him?
At him, hopefully.
It's a grenade. The answer is yes.
Well, he got a 28. If he
Okay.
has to make a saving throw.
Yeah. So,
I feel like it's probably a magic spell attack unless you're throwing them.
Well, catapult is a dex save for sure. So, because they dodge out of the way of the object and it keeps going. So I'm hoping
That's right,
the
line
angle
with the
here
door.
means it's going up over my friend's heads, but
Hit the door, Goras. For God's sake, man.
We'll be fine.
maybe they'll hit right above the door.
As long as it takes down the
This is
horse
why I
wheel.
should have had a 3D map.
So, well, yeah, it depends. Is Goras up high? Am I down low? I guess I should just ask you that question. Because he didn't think about it before firing it, so it wouldn't
Right.
have been part of the strategy. He's just like, grenade goes that way.
It's a very good question that I was not considering before.
If Goras grenades the party, Goras grenades the party. That's just how it goes. But,
It's an inevitability.
So, like, there's an arbitrary, like, plane above and below on level with him. We're gonna first see how high this block was compared with him. 50 is gonna be just like the midpoint with 18, so they're a little bit above the midpoint. We're gonna see where Goris is. He is 93, so he's very far below.
Okay.
So it would go way above them, I believe.
Okay.
So it completely just missed them.
But does it hit the wall of force?
It just goes into the void,
Mm.
sailing off forever.
Somebody somewhere makes a deck save. and
At the
fails.
door, Goris, at the door.
I was trying to hit the mayor.
The door, Goris.
The mayor's a door.
I shoved the mayor off the.
Okay. He will pass that.
It's too stuck on there. Well, that's
He's
my
clenching
action.
as hard as he can.
Movement, bonus action. That's my turn.
Okay.
And I'll mark off one grenade.
That was the end of that round. We will pick this up next session.
Okie doke.
Well, unless you're going to leave this setup, you should probably draw circles around where we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture.
Don't forget to write down the y-axis.
Yes.
This as well.
Did you roll for the throne's y-axis?
The throne is an arbitrary midpoint.
No.
Everything else is in relation.
The door.
Have you thought about
Just throw it to me, I'll smash it against the door.
Thank
I
you
was
for
thinking-
playing this.
Oh, thank you for running. I was thinking earlier of just like passing one to 9 while he was there so you could just cram it in the thing's face. Didn't work out.
it wouldn't have worked out anyway. I'd have to roll something, and I didn't even get a 10.
If
Shut
we
up.
catapult it at the throne